Well, Hafaday and good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us as we celebrate some truly outstanding people in our island community. It is our very first KUAM CareForce Honors.
Several weeks ago, we asked you to send in your nomination for people in the community that go above and beyond to protect the environment, give of themselves to help others, individuals that promote the health and wellness of island residents, people in the community who dedicate their time and effort to perpetuate the island's culture. And we asked you to nominate our island youth that, despite their homework, still found the time to give back.
And the response, in a word, was overwhelming. It also says a lot about the good and kind-hearted people that we on Guam perpetually are. But for the KUAM Honors Program, the judges could only select one person from each of 5 categories.
Our awardees didn't ask for this recognition, nor were they expecting to be honored, but they are and they deserve to be recognized. And the stations of KUAM and the KUAM CareForce are so honored to be able to do it. It is our small way of keeping with the KUAM CareForce tradition of giving back.
As Guam's original local broadcast station group, the stations of KUAM have a long-standing history of community service. At the heart of our operation is and always has been a call to serve the community, not for glory or commercial gain, but because we believe as a primary influencer on Guam, it is our obligation to support those in need and those trying to make a difference for the better in any way we can.
Well, forming KUAM CareForce was important not only to us but the community. Basically, we wanted our family here at KUAM wanted to get together and give back to the people of Guam.
Formally organized as a nonprofit foundation by a group of KUAM employees in 2001, the KUAM CareForce has lived up to its name as a force of goodwill, service, and positive energy in the community.
The decade or so that I was at KUAM and through the CareForce, it's an inspiring foundation that I'm proud to be a part of. It improves the quality of life for people of Guam, and it helps out young people and it inspires people.
As the community service initiative of KUAM, the CareForce has raised funds for a variety of local nonprofit organizations, raised awareness for issues through public service announcements and programming, and has utilized our resources to make a difference in our community. We've donated airtime to raise money for our nation and world in times of disaster, organized drives to benefit our island's most needy, healthy lifestyle events, environmental cleanups, and more. We've partnered with organizations, businesses, and public servants to promote awareness for their causes. We've taken time away from our frenetic work schedules to bring smiles to old and young, to help promote positive messages in schools, and to support important causes.
It's that bond with the people here at KUAM. It's the brotherhood, it's a family, and that's what got us close. We started this about 10 years ago, and there's so many good memories that I have with Brad McCready and Marie and Betty Ann and Joey, and the list goes on and on and on, and it just makes us a closer family. And the thing that I always like to do or did in all these events, I used to like to just stop and step out the box and see everyone pitching in. Everyone from KUAM pitching in, you know, and that's the most beautiful thing when you see people that have a full-time job, that have kids, coming together and giving back to the community. That's what I love the most.
For me, involving my family teaches my children to be better people. You know, they love doing it. You know, they love helping when we do our trash pickups. It's such a, you know, for them it's wow. You know, they love it. They're just like, wow, we're really doing this. We're giving back. You know, and that's a great feeling.
The KUAM CareForce is comprised of some familiar faces, as well as those who remain behind the scenes. But as employees of KUAM, we all share a unifying bond in keeping service to our local community at the heart of what we do.
The CareForce is more than just the employees of KUAM or the people that you see in front of the camera and the people you see behind the scenes, it's also our extended families who also take part in all of our events and what we do. And it's volunteers, just everyday people who have called and have joined our cause, you know, whether it be a beach cleanup or serving meals to the less fortunate, or, you know, one of the many things we do. So it's the community as a whole coming together.
All right, my friends, now the KUAM CareForce is continuing our tradition of giving back and helping our island community. We are partnering once again with another nonprofit organization to help them raise funds.
All of the proceeds from tonight's program are going to First Lady of Guam, Christine Calvo's Regalo Foundation.
Hafaday. The Regalo Foundation was established to foster goodwill and promote healthy communities on our island of Guam. The initiatives the Regalo Foundation has adopted are foster care, early childhood development, and sports tourism. The need for foster families still exists. Foster children need love, support, and a place to call home. Early this year, the foundation launched a campaign to bring awareness to the need of more foster families. We continue to provide support to foster families by providing school uniforms to foster children with the ongoing uniform drive. Under the Early Childhood Development Initiative, we have sponsored activities for young children with disabilities and special needs. We are working to provide more assistance and service to our young children so they are equipped with materials needed to develop. We have welcomed a few visiting athletes to Guam under the Sports Tourism Initiative. The goal is to attract more athletes to compete in Guam. This allows for visitors to our island and growth to our economy. Another project we are moving forward with is the Bus Stops Here. This involves partnering with the volunteers and donors to construct bus shelters for our island school children. Today, I am committed more than ever to support these projects with the continuing dedication of our foundation members and the community, both private and government. We can accomplish this and much more. Thank you to our community partners and especially to the KUAM CareForce Honors for supporting the goals of the Regalo Foundation.
All right, very, very nice. Now we are honored to have the First Lady with us tonight, along with her husband, the Honorable Governor Eddie Calvo. We humbly ask that the both of you stand and be recognized as they continue to make their own contributions to our beloved island community.
Now we should also note the Regalo Foundation is hosting a fundraiser next month under the direction of Ernest Ochoco. Regalo is hosting the local production of the Tony Award-winning Broadway musical Once on This Island, and we'll have a sneak peek of the production later in our show.
I gotta tell you, cannot wait to see that. Now coming up, we are going to present our first award of the KUAM Honors Hope for Tomorrow Award. However, before we get to that, we would like to recognize one of the many sponsors that have helped make this program become a reality.
It is a company that has contributed to numerous sporting events, sponsored many nonprofit organizations. They recently brought the very first Broadway show to Guam and sponsored countless comedy shows as well as cultural programs.
Mid-Pack Distributors is a company that continues their family legacy of giving back to the island community.